Hi, everybody. My name is Shannon, and you're watching another yarn. Can you believe it's been a week? I can't believe it's been a week. What did I get done in this week? Today's Monday. Monday makes, Monday's magnificent creations, something. I don't know. It's got to come up with something, but we're kind of getting together weekly, kind of showing off stuff, what we've done, what we've accomplished, things that have been worked on, things that haven't been worked on. I mean, I'm sorry, Viv, the angel sweater, it's 90 degrees. It's not happening right now. But I have started and worked on other things, and I just wanted to come and show you and talk with you and see what you're doing. You have to tell me. Can't read your mind, not in your living room. Well, I'm kind of in your living room, but not in a creepy way, because that would be wrong. Anyway, if you have been following me and you watch some of the other things, you've seen the dragon that I'm working on. I started the blanket. Probably shouldn't have. I probably should finish the wings first. I did start one of the wings. I don't have it next to me, so I can't show it to you. But I've got all the other pieces done. All the other pieces. That's right. I've got a huge dragon head. Yes. Isn't that great? And we discussed previously, that is 14 inches from here to here. That is huge. So I have the dragon. I have all four, if I can find them all four of his little feet. Oh, please. Okay, I'm going to let's juggle the feet. Do you know how to juggle? Can you juggle? I've never learned how to juggle. So you probably don't want to see me trying. Where's the fourth one? Yes, I have all 4 feet. Oh my gosh. These are about 9 inches long. Look at those. So they're going to hang off the sides of the blanket over here. And then the dragon head is going to be, so, if you wanted to do that, you can have it like this. Imagine that. Just kind of hanging like this and everything. If you have it all wrapped around you. So cool. And then the tail's huge. I forget how long we said that thing was. I don't know. I don't know what my tape measure is. But that's cool. So the wings are the only thing that I have left on the actual features of the dragon. Look at this. You could show them all together and he'd be like a little stumpy dragon. Needs a body. Anyway, that's what I have for that. But I started the blanket. This is fantastic. And for those that have not seen, you can see the girls did choose the lighter pink and not that hot acid green. Our choices were here. This lovely blush pink, light pink. It is also a big twist twinkle yarn, which is a number 4 weight, 100% acrylic yarn, machine wash, low iron dry, easy care for a blanket like this with 380 yards per skein. I wanted to do it in the green, but mommy's in her 20s, daughter's obviously a lot younger. They don't understand the 80s. I tried, I lost, whatever. What's a Nana gonna do? I'm gonna make what the kid wants. But anyway, look at that. Isn't that stunning? So I'm on my 6th row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the dragon scales. It's not done yet, but that is 6 rows. So those of you that are really familiar with this stitch, you will know this is a yarn eater. This is a time consumer. This piece, which is about 3 feet long, I made it 3 feet because everything is so big. I figured the head's going to be right here, and the legs are going to hang off right there. And I wanted it to have plenty of drape and be big enough to accommodate such a large scaled stuffed critter on it. And it could be a throw blanket in the middle of the floor. You can lay on that. I wanted to have different options. But anyone who's done the dragon scale knows this is a yarn eater and it's slow. Each scale has 10 single crochets, 5, then you do picot in the middle. See, you do that in the center right there, right? And then you do 5 more on the other side. So that's 10 per each one. What you're doing is you've got a lattice, like V-stitches and everything. So you do a row of the lattice work, and then that's where you end up coming back and doing the dragon scales. So for each scale row, that's 2 rows, a lot of double crochet. If you're familiar with popcorn stitches and bobbles, a popcorn stitch a lot of times will have 5 double crochets. Each one of these is like 2 popcorn stitches. That's a lot of yarn, a lot of time. So that's a little daunting. It is not hard at all. But this piece, sadly, took more time than I would like to admit. It really did. So it's in timeout for the moment, but I can't leave it in timeout for too long. Otherwise, I'll get involved with too many other things and I'll just forget about it. And then I'll have a bag full of dragon parts, and that just sounds creepy. So I have to work on it. So, if you don't see it for a week, you should probably put it in the comments. You should probably tell me, I want to see a dragon update. That might motivate me. So I did have a couple of finished projects. If you were following along for Scrubby Sunday, you saw these. Oh my goodness, I got 2 of these done. Aren't they pretty? I think they're gorgeous. And then last week I had a smaller one that I did. I had the doll taped on it because she was doing a modeling shot. This was her big debut. Let's not judge. But there's the smaller one with the red. And then I thought I wanted some yellow roses and some sunshine. And it's just stunning. And these can get packaged up like that with a little ribbon around here, and it looks like a flower. How pretty is that? Look, isn't that just stunning? So I had 2 of those done. I'm really, really happy about that. I am working on my Thursday project. That's a hat that's downstairs, so I don't have that with me. But the piece that is really exciting, I just started this. Not gonna lie, I knitted on it a lot more hours than I should have. A little tired, you know what I mean? Okay, a lot more hours. This I got in my mystery yarn challenge box. This is Bella Cash. It is a universal yarn. It is a fine weight number 3, a blend of superwash wool, or a fine merino wool. Yeah, it's merino wool, nylon, and 10% cashmere. Yeah, and the person who gave this to me doesn't like working fingering, which is perfect for me. I love it. Look at the lace in the center. Isn't that nice? So this is going to be a tank top, maybe. This is one of the projects that I'm going to work on for that particular thing. So you'll notice this black here, and you're like, why is there black? What is going on here? That's called a provisional cast on. So I'm going to be able to unravel, and I've got a huge piece on the end here, right? So I know which one's what. So I'm going to be able to unravel this chain when I'm ready to, and pick up all of those live stitches. And what that's going to allow me to do is create my neckline however I want it. You remember on my last mystery yarn challenge, I didn't do it that way. I created a neckline and then did wonderful lace work all throughout the yoke right here. And the neckline was weird, just because it was all in my head, right? It was really weird. It was really wonky. So I ended up cutting it and picking up the stitches. So this one I just did a provisional cast on of 141 stitches of a fingering weight yarn on size 5s. So if I were to I haven't tried it on, so I don't know. I didn't play with gauge, whatever. So it's top down. It'll work. It trust me. Trust me. It's okay. It will work. Just I don't want any negativity. No, I can hear you yelling at me. Gauge matters. I get it. I understand. I know math, dude. I got math. No, no more yelling. I got this. It'll be fine. It'll fit someone. Okay, it'll fit someone. We're good. So if you look at this, that's huge. That's really huge. This is the neckline, right? So it'll, if I put it on, it's probably gonna go like that. That's okay, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up all those stitches and then I'll tighten it up. I'll make some sort of a design. I'm not sure what yet, because I have 4 of these. They were 230 yards each. That's 920 yards total, if they're full balls, which I think they are. So 920 yards. That's kind of pushing it if I want it to fit me. I'm not a petite little girl, whatever, no judge, whatever, I'm just not petite. So that's not enough yarn, but I do have some charcoal gray fingering weight yarn that I can add. So I wanted that neckline open to conserve yarn. I'll do a charcoal gray up here with the neck, and then right here in the sleeves, once I do that yoke and I break off for the sleeves, I'll put some sort of a ribbing, or I'll finish it off with the gray. And then on the bottom, as I start to run out of yarn, if I don't have enough, that's where all the gray comes in. If I don't have enough, I'll start striping the gray in, doing a Fibonacci type sequence, a 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, working, just doing a nice little sequence that is very pleasing to the eye, and end off in the gray. And that way I'll have enough yarn. See, there you go. You got to think about it. And like I said, it's top down. Okay, all right, I'll put it on a holder and I'll try it on to see where we're at. And I'll be honest with you and tell you if it works and how much I may or may not have to pull out by next week. But being top down, I have that option. Being top down, I can decide who it's going to fit or how much yarn I'm using. Once I'm done with this ball, I'll be able to see, did I finish that full ball before I needed to cut off the sleeves? Am I on the second ball? And that'll give me an idea of what I want to do for the rest of it. See, trust me, it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. How do you do your design process? What do? Do you just wing it? Do you do gauge? I get it. Gauge matters if you want it to fit a certain person. I wouldn't do that necessarily if I was making it for somebody else because they wouldn't be right in front of me and they might make fun of me if I made it like it fits the daughter instead of the mom. All right, I've done it once, but it's okay. It still fits somebody. It did. It's okay. It just didn't fit the person I wanted it to fit, but it still fits someone. It's all right. It's just knitting and crocheting. We like doing it anyway. Don't judge me. Okay. It has been so fun to talk to you, and it has been so fun to go over the projects that I have worked on this week. I know in one aspect it doesn't look like a lot, but I'm telling you, the dragon scale blanket, you're going to see parts of that for a week. You got to keep me honest on that one. I'm not going to lie. That is slow. So, give me some encouragement. Show me some love, something. Help me out here because that's a gut wrench right there. I want to see this blanket done, but I'm over here going, I'm going to change the pattern. It doesn't need that many scales. Maybe we'll let a couple of scales fall off. It'll be like a mangy dragon. I don't know. I know that's really sad, but I've thought about it. So let me know what you would do in that situation. You give yourself a treat. I did one row. I can go work on something else. I'm not sure. So help me out with your suggestions and how you deal with a slow project. And what are you working on? Like I said, I got my tanks. I've got washcloths. I've got my dragon. It's pretty amazing. And I'm looking around at all the different yarn going, oh, I want to start so many more things. It's so exciting. So how many whips do you have? How many do you claim and how many do you really have? Because, that's a different thing. I can tell you the ones I claim and how many I have. That's definitely two different numbers. All right, everybody. You have a wonderful day, evening, whatever happens to be. I've enjoyed talking with you, and I'll talk with you later. Bye, everybody.